Okay, well, here's one about my dad. Art will know the real events that inspired this poem. I don't give all the details, but you'll know.
For those who don't know, Al's father was the superintendent of parks in Haverhill and a stern taskmaster.
No. Yes, this poem is called, although I think in this poem, there's something possibly unexpected about him that's at the heart of this poem. This is called How I Learned About Pain. My father strapped me when I was a boy, but only once. I disobeyed my mother and lied about it when she questioned me. I thought I'd fooled her, but my mother knew. We'll wait until your father gets back home, she said. That took a long time. When he did, she met him at the door. When he walked in the kitchen, he said, "Get up to your room." The stairs had 13 steps. I didn't rush. I knew they'd talk it over. I crossed through the hall to my room, sat down on the bed, and waited. Then the footsteps on the stairs, deliberate. I counted them up to the landing, and the short walk to my room. Lie down across your bed, my father said. His voice was even, like he wasn't angry. Take down your pants and underpants, he said. Face down on my stomach, that was awkward, but I wriggled both down to my knees. I wasn't looking at him, but I heard the slip his leather belt made in the loops, the buckle click, and then quiet in his hand. I thought that he would hit me then. Instead, like he was reading from a list, he gave a reason. Then he snapped the leather down and I yelped at the hot patch on my skin. And then another reason and a snap. At 6, he gave a reason he'd used before. I said that wasn't fair. That gave him one more reason. I was crying. Still, I noticed that he didn't seem at ease. He paused before he hit me, and then after. He strapped me out of duty, but he took no joy in it. Although my bottom stung, I felt bad for him. I decided that I wouldn't put him in that spot again. So after that, I found ways to obey and still do what I wanted. 40 years went by before I got an explanation. I visited a year after he died and told my mother what I'd sensed that day. His father used to hit him all the time, she said, when he was growing up. He thought the old man used to like it, beating him. That's why he never raised his hand to you except that once. At 7, I could feel it. His wrestling with the devil in his role, while knowing that I needed him to act. And deeper than my guilt or penitence, I could return a secret offering, a closeness, ransomed by exchange of pain. I should mention that that was also in a short story. It was part of a short story that I wrote that Arthur also plays a prominent role in. But I've taken in recent years to taking some things that I wrote as fiction years ago and rewriting them as in verse. And that's one example right there.